Hello everyone, it's me Beata from horoscopesandreadings.com, and today I would like to continue my Moon in Synastry Houses overlay series, and I would like to tap into the fourth house, okay? So, if you're lucky enough and you have this placement, then congratulations, because in my opinion, this placement can be the most beautiful placement someone can have, especially for the house person, okay? Hopefully, we are all advanced here because I don't want to tap into the basics, but the thing is that it is a house person who feels the effect of this connection the most. Now, let me tell you, if you still have moon in the third house, this moon can and probably is in conjunction to your IC, okay? So it will create similar effect, okay? So if you have the program, you can check it out, because moon conjunct IC definitely deserves separate video, but I just wanted to tell you that effect is very similar, okay? So first of all, if you're the house person and you have this conjunction, then the thing is that you really feel like moon person is very familiar to you, okay? It almost seems like moon person is able to really fulfill all your emotional needs, and this is the big one, right? Especially for women. So well, I mean, I really don't know where to start, because on the negative side, this interaction can create a lot of codependency on the both sides, because moon person is the provider of emotions, provider of that well-being to the house person, and house person very much enjoys this, okay? So really the only negative side is that this relationship can be codependent, but I mean in very loving way, there's a lot of comfort. So it is very natural for house person to really trust the moon person and to really enjoy pampering which comes from the moon person, okay? There's a lot of unconditional love in this interaction, whether you believe it or no. There's a lot of like psychic or intuitive connection, because we really cannot forget that fourth house is the house of Cancer, okay? And really, fourth house is the bottom of the birth chart. That means that there are really strong psychic links, okay? Even if you have your planets in the fourth house in the birth chart, you can be psychically inclined and have these gifts yourself, because that's the way it is. But if you have this interaction, sometimes what happens is that even if we have displacement, somehow relationship cannot be formed, okay? I mean, I don't know why is this happening, but I've seen this, okay? It's like, I'm the house person, and someone is having their moon in my fourth house, so I'm totally attached, obviously, but it just cannot work, okay? So I really think that this aspect is like you have to deserve it somehow. I don't know, like from previous lives or karma or something, but I really think and feel that this placement has to be deserved if you have it. Because if you have it, let me tell you, and you are able to really create that relationship what you will really experience is a lot of love and comfort, and it will be very natural for both of you to come together, okay? Because there's that sense of familiarity which can feel like otherworldly, okay? Because this connection is not that, very much down to earth, but it's all about emotions, and it's like wave of emotions, and you really get each other, and this is what everyone needs, whether you are a woman or man. We really need to be understood, and we really need to feel like our partner gets us on very deep level, okay? And this is what you get if you have this link. I promise you, this is the outcome. Even if the moon is damaged slightly in his own birth chart, it still works, because moon is simply beneficial feminine planet, and this placement is not the loud one, okay? So this is very subtle. Its effect can be very subtle but very loving and very kind, very warm feelings. House person certainly experiences very warm feelings. It's like if you have someone like a friend or someone with you can interact very easily even without words. This is it. This is that connection. Okay, so as I have told you about that codependency, it can happen because you both feel equally very there's a lot of easiness in this connection, and this can really make you dependable on the other. And the reason is that you really don't need anyone else to interfere into your interaction. Pretty much you really don't need your friends anymore, because you have your partner, who is your partner, lover, best friend, whatever. And this is how it is with this position, and you both feel it equally. Moon person is more than happy to deliver you what you need, okay? So it's very difficult to talk about these Cancerians house, fourth house, because emotions, they really have to be felt, okay? And I, for instance, I have predominance of air, so I really like to explain things, but my moon in Pisces would rather feel it, okay? So this is feeling placement, okay? And if you like that, cuddling and little gestures, you only understand what that means, you and your partner. This is it, okay? I really love to see this one. I mean, it's rather rare. It's rather rare. I don't see this very often with my clients, and that's why I perceive this position to be very precious, okay? Okay guys, so hopefully this video helped you. I would like to offer you my readings, because I'm a relationship astrologer. It's very simple. You order one of the horoscopes on horoscopesandreadings.com, and I will deliver your reading because I make audio recordings. It's really simple, directly to your mailbox, and you can ask me questions afterwards. It's okay, because I like to stay in touch. I really like to explain things, or sometimes you have some additional questions afterwards, so really no problem here. With me, I can also offer you my synastry course. It's also composite course. I like this course because there's a lot of information, but case studies as well. So we will go step by step, and we will be able to distinguish what really matters and what not, okay, in relationship astrology. Now, before I sign off, I would like to tell you something, because what I have noticed past let's say, couple of months is that my clients turn to me and they provide me with some public sources of their, you know, synastry, grid, and aspects. But sometimes, but not only sometimes, but every time, you know, there are misconceptions. I don't know, guys, where you go to find these sources, but let me tell you, sometimes your synastry and your synastry grid and your synastry aspects are very different from what you provide me with. You know, these public sites, and you know, I don't wanna be negative, but they are not precise, and I don't know how they calculate it, but it is always good to have it checked by someone who has professional program, okay? Because you know, sometimes people think that they don't have these aspects for solid commitment, and they order reading and they find out that they actually have these solid aspects and they can create commitment, and vice versa, okay? So that's why I'm really not happy to see this, you know. I would love, you know, to have clarity in these things for you, you know, because sometimes we get trapped into sadness because we don't have enough, you know, Saturn easy contact, so there's really no commitment. But the thing is different, okay? So really, if you can do it, just have it checked by someone who has professional software program, who can calculate your reading, or you know, your synastry properly, okay? Because otherwise, you know, it's not very good for you, right? Okay, guys, so I wish you